Hello and welcome. In today's workout, we'll be working our back using just our body and a stability ball. And you'll be focusing mostly on those muscles that pull your shoulders back and down, so the mid-back area. You guys are really gonna love this workout. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead and begin. All right, you guys, before we begin, we are, of course, going to add some of that mid-back mobility. So hands on top of the ball. In essence, we're doing a cat-cow here. I've got my hips over my knees. I'm extended on my inhale. As I exhale, I draw my spine into a cat, and then I inhale back forward. Notice my hips don't shift backwards here. It's all about the spine. So you're using your arms to stabilize your body while you're extending out, stretching out your lats and that mid-back extension, and then rounding into flexion. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. Nice work. Now let's get into the workout. You're going to place your body on top of the ball. Now, depending on the size of the ball, if you have a smaller one than I have, you can place it on your body so that your back is going to be at an angle here. Notice my knees are bent, feet are tucked under, and I'm going to just drive my hips into the ball. Your first exercise is this Y raise. The palms are facing in, and the goal is to lift the arms behind your ears. So that way you're going to work the middle part of your back here, postural muscles and shoulder stabilizers. So you can inhale forward with the arms, exhale, slice it back. You'll complete 10 of these reps, just staying really controlled in the rest of your body and focusing on not overarching the low spine. What helps me is to give my glutes a light squeeze as I hold this position. Next position, let's get into it. It's a T raise. So very similar setup here. Go ahead and tuck your chin. Make sure your head does not move as your arms complete a letter T and rise up to the sky. So I think about slicing the air. Palms are forward, thumbs reach up. Right between my shoulder blades, I'm creating a bit of a squeeze, still tucking my hips forward and maintaining that long neck. Again, we're doing 10 reps here. Exhale up. Inhale down. Nice work. Let's go ahead and relax briefly before we get into the third movement. Now for this next movement, I really want you to focus on keeping that back in extension. We'll be taking the same shape and the same setup into a goal post. So we'll be reaching the arms forward here, palms facing in. What you're gonna do is reach up as high as you can behind you, then bend the elbows down and back, extend the arms, and then lower back down. So I like to inhale, then exhale, then inhale, and then exhale. By doing this, I'm really controlling the lower part of my traps. Now that muscle is going to help depress your scapula and pull your elbows down. Great exercise for posture. I love this one. It's super slow and controlled. And again, just use that breath pattern to keep your tempo. Excellent, nice job. I know that one looks easier than it actually is because there's a lot of isometric work going on in the mid-back. And again, if you're feeling anything in the low back in that position, you can adjust the ball or just identify with those glutes, give them a good squeeze as you hold that. That should help you. All right, so next exercise, come on back to the ball. We're gonna create these circles through our arms. So in the mobility work I teach on this channel, I teach these shoulder cars. We're basically doing that prone on top of the ball. Now notice what I'm doing with my shoulder joint. So I'm gonna reach up, I'm gonna rotate, reach behind me, coming back and down, reach back and rewind that. I'm still thinking about expanding as far as I can backwards as I make my circle. So that is how you're going to improve your shoulder mobility, and this ball placement is fantastic to practice that. Nice job. We'll just be completing 5 of these circles and maintaining that movement directly from the shoulder joint. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and take a brief rest time here before we begin our second set. We're going to come back to that same cat-cow position that we did first thing. So checking in with your spine, let's go ahead and bring the hands on top of that ball, extending out, hips over knees, letting your chest drop, and then rounding like a cat to pull in. And as you do this, you might feel a little bit more movement occurring in that mid-back and shoulder area because of the work we just did. So inhaling forward and then exhaling back. Excellent. Second set, here we go. Placing your body on top of the ball, we know what to do. Toes are tucked under, feet are a little wider than hip distance, making sure we've got that nice extension in the upper body to begin. We're starting with the Y raise again. When you're doing this exercise, tuck your chin. Keep your eyes staring at one point on the floor, and that's going to help maintain a lot more of that upper body control as you slice up and lower back down. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and set up for the letter T raise. So again, tuck your hips, light squeeze on the glutes, got your legs a little wider than hip distance. Think about driving your hips down and keeping some of that back extension as you slice and bring those arms up. Inhale to lower, exhale to squeeze upwards. All right, you guys, here we go again for that goalpost reach. Go ahead and place your body on the ball, get comfortable with your position, arms in front, palms are facing in. We're gonna inhale, rise, exhale, bend, inhale, lengthen, exhale, lower. So as you do this, think about again that middle part of your back, keeping the head in one spot. The goal is to get the arms behind the ears without overarching your lumbar low back area. Go nice and slow and move at the tempo with your breath. All right, you guys, last movement. Here we go again for those shoulder cars on top of the ball. So remember, palms face in, drive your hips down, lift up, rotate back, behind, circle, come back and rewind that. As you do this, again, don't forget to move from the shoulder joint itself rather than the spine. We want to keep that chin tucked, neck is long, and just move from your shoulder. Slow and steady. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and come back to that same cat-cow movement we did first thing. So go ahead and extend your arms on top of the ball, reaching the spine out, feeling the stretch in the middle of our back, and exhaling back and in. And as you do this, just notice how much better your back feels. Maybe you have more freedom through the shoulders. And just take note of that. We did a lot of work in that isometric position. So moving through really slow and breathing here. Excellent job. Thank you so much for joining me for today's workout. I hope it helped you engage those muscles that support your shoulders as well as your mid-back for your posture. If you guys enjoyed this workout, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you have comments or questions about anything related to this, go ahead and drop it in the box below. Thanks so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.